Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, a king and queen longed for a child. At last, their wish was granted, and a beautiful baby girl was born. They named her Aurora. To celebrate her birth, the king and queen held a grand feast and invited all the fairies in the kingdom to bless the princess with gifts. On the day of the celebration, the fairies arrived, each bestowing a special gift upon Aurora. One fairy gave her the gift of beauty, another gave her the gift of song, and so on. However, as the last fairy was about to give her blessing, a wicked fairy who had been overlooked stormed into the hall. Furious at being excluded, the wicked fairy cast a terrible curse upon the princess. On her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die, she proclaimed. The court was horrified. The final fairy, who had not yet given her gift, stepped forward and softened the curse. The princess will not die, she said, but she will fall into a deep sleep for 100 years, only to be awakened by true love's kiss. Despite the king's efforts to rid the kingdom of all spinning wheels, the curse could not be undone. As Aurora grew, she became more beautiful and graceful, and everyone in the kingdom adored her. On her 16th birthday, Aurora wandered through the castle and discovered a hidden room where an old woman was spinning flax. Curious, Aurora approached the spinning wheel and, as foretold, pricked her finger on the spindle. Instantly, she fell into a deep sleep. The old woman was the wicked fairy in disguise. To protect Aurora, the good fairy cast a spell over the entire castle, causing everyone within to fall asleep. She then surrounded the castle with a dense forest of thorny briars, ensuring that Aurora would remain undisturbed until the curse could be broken. Years passed, and the tale of the sleeping princess became legend. One day, a brave and noble prince from a distant land heard the story of the beautiful princess who lay asleep in a hidden castle. Determined to rescue her, he set off on a journey to find the castle. After many days of searching, he arrived at the thorn-covered fortress. Undeterred by the thick briars, the prince fought his way through the forest. At last, he reached the castle gates and entered the silent halls. There, in the highest tower, he found Aurora lying on a bed, still as beautiful as the day she fell asleep. The prince leaned down and gently kissed her. At that moment, the curse was broken. Aurora opened her eyes and smiled at the prince. The rest of the castle awoke, and joy returned to the kingdom. The king and queen rejoiced at their daughter's awakening. Aurora and the prince were soon married in a grand celebration. They lived happily ever after, their love conquering the curse that had kept them apart, and so, the bravery and true love of the prince brought an end to the wicked fairy's curse, ensuring a happy ending for Sleeping Beauty and her kingdom.